Do I have a strong personality? Yes, absolutely. I think Jamie and I both have extremely strong personalities. It's something you either love or you hate, but it could be such a great tool for somebody who needs a real estate agent to buy or sell their home, because we are fantastic in negotiating awkward situations. We are really good at difficult situations. We're very creative, and most people don't tell us no. It's not like we're just all bold and very strong. We can be super sympathetic and empathetic as well to our clients, but we're going to be your guard dog basically the entire time and watch out for you. Yes, I have the balls to be like, this is the problem, but how do I say balls? So experience is key. Your agent that's fresh out of the gates from class, nothing against them. They're gonna have to do some deals to get some experience and knowledge, but versus somebody that's been in the market for 10 plus years and has seen buyer's markets, seller markets, crazy situations like COVID.
I've seen some things, man, and some stuff.
I sell about 300 homes a year, and I have always sold quite a bit. So that's a lot of homes and a lot of experience to use on your transaction and for your buy or sell that I've had for other clients. And you don't get that fresh out of the gate. So experience is a big deal. I get a lot of hell for saying don't use, well, let me restate that. I get a lot of spicy feedback from people on when I say that a full-time agent is better for someone to pick versus a part-time agent. And I stand super firm on that.
That's what she said.
Just for some of the reasons I said before, but a part-time agent is not gonna be knee-deep in deals all the time and have the experience and knowledge to guide their clients as good as a full-time agent will. I don't know. That scares me. Would you like a new attorney?
No.
Right. I don't want to say don't use new agents. I think the same thing as even for part-time agents. That's scary. If you're writing only 1 or 2 contracts a year or 1 or 2 deals a year and you've been doing that for 5+ years, you're probably really behind on what is really going on in the industry.
No way.
Maybe if you have a family member that is new and they're kind of teaming up with somebody to mentor them while they're first starting, in that case, I think that would be good. You need some oversight though. Some experienced oversight. So reputation's a big deal because that's unbiased opinions of the public on how your realtor or you have performed in the past. So the best thing I can suggest on that is to go look at reviews on Google, Yelp, everything.
I'm the Yelp elite.
Multiple platforms. I mean, it's just like buying anything on Amazon. You're gonna go down straight away and look at the reviews and see what the public's opinion is. That's gonna give you the most accurate depiction of what that real estate agent is like. I don't recommend going onto Facebook on some classified page and asking who the best realtor is, because usually the people that are on there are probably not going to give you an accurate opinion. You got a lot of trolls and...
Hello, are you tired of the hate speech?
Yeah, it's just not the best place to find out if a realtor is good or not. So you wanna have a realtor that has a really good grasp and hold on the current market and where you're located at, all of the ins and outs. Maybe start looking on social media and YouTube and seeing who's out there, who's putting out information, who may email stats, who's known in your community for being informative and helping you with stuff like that. I, as a realtor, am obsessed with the MLS. I'm on there constantly. It's like my social media. You wanna find someone like that they're gonna know immediately when something's listed, sold, under contract, and be really familiar over a large span of time of what homes have performed at, how many days on market they're gonna be. So do your research on that. You want someone really knowledgeable to help you make your decisions.
You must choose, but choose wisely.
This is a good one. Communication skills. So when you're looking for a real estate agent, everybody communicates differently. We all know I prefer text because I'm always on the phone. I can answer immediately while I'm on speakerphone and I can just pound out a couple texts. Or I'm on my computer and I can do that while I'm on the phone. So that is my love language, but not everybody has the same. So my clients that maybe may not have an email even, it's phone call or face-to-face all the way. And I like to tailor that to each client on what their preferences are. You want to find a realtor that has the same communication skills as you. So that way everything is very, very clear and you guys have a good back and forth on how everything is. So taking the communication skills one step forward into the negotiation skills, that takes that realtor that you choose, how they communicate with all the other realtors. And that will also be a big driver in if your deals get accepted, if you get the price you want, if it goes smoothly. You need to continue that communication with the other agents all the way through to closing. So it's very important that they have prompt replies and they always answer all questions, and everybody that's involved in the transaction is always getting what they need. So we meet deadlines and everything. I strive to make every single one of my clients feel like they are my only client. I strive so hard for that. So I have Jamie as my buyer's agent to help because either one of us will always be available. But I want whoever hires me to buy or sell their house to know that they are of utmost importance and they'll get an answer as fast as possible. You're never gonna wait days for a reply from me.
I'm kind of a big deal.
So I think the times I noticed this the most was when everything was booming and it was just so crazy. My phone I'd have thousands of texts a day, but regardless of that, I had so many people that I ended up working with as clients, and they would say, "You were the first person that replied to me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna work with you now." So being able to be reached is a big deal. Tech savvy. All right, that means you have to have an email and maybe know how to text. All jokes aside, there are so many features right now with tech and apps that make the buying process of a house so easy. I've had some reviews, and I know I've stated it before, but I love them so much that say it was easier to buy a house than it was their car. We work with a preferred lender that uses a lot of tech as well, so you actually may not even meet your lender until you're there at closing. You upload stuff, your agent is able to get answers fast. They're able to write contracts super fast. I can't tell you how many I've written on my phone or my laptop out in the car. It's just really helpful. And when you're searching for data on a house, being tech savvy helps. Yes, so usually I have a phone call or I meet in person with clients when we first get started. And it's happened a few times where there's someone that we are not compatible, but 99% of the time, we are compatible. You want to make sure that you speak the same language as your real estate agent and you have the same goals. Once those two things have met, then usually you're pretty on track for having a good experience with buying or selling your house. So this didn't click with me until about year 4, 5, 6. But a really great real estate agent will have a fantastic professional network. You got a guy for everything.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy.
And I'm talking not even just in your hometown, we're talking every state.
Let me make some calls, see if I can get you a meeting.
I have so many good realtor friends in different states where if you're moving, I can refer you to them and still be part of that transaction and know that you're gonna get into a great house and be taken care of as if I was there with you. You need to have a real estate agent that has a good network so that maybe you get in a bind and you need a good accountant or a good attorney.
Better call Saul.
We can recommend all of that. And it's really great when you have someone that has a preferred lender that has the same style as they work, because then you're gonna have a seamless transaction. So it's very, very important that you have a network behind your real estate agent to back you up and be there for you. So you wanna check my references? I have a lot of references, a lot of professional, good people that would back up how I am professionally with my clients and how I perform. So if anybody wants a reference, I'm happy to hand those out. And if you're in another area that I do not serve, make sure you ask for those references, because if anything, it will just make you feel more confident in your real estate agent. References from previous clients, definitely, those are good. I think those are even better than reviews, because then you can actually call and talk to them and say, how was your experience? Tell me a little bit more about this. Or maybe there's a certain area of the transaction you're really concerned about, and they can give you an unbiased third-party opinion of how it really was for them. There's a certain situation where agents probably don't always disclose what they should to their clients. I look at my client as a long-term investment, and we're gonna hopefully do many deals together. And most of the time I'm friends with my clients. So I'm going to watch out for everything and tell you stuff even when it's hard for me to tell you things. Maybe this house is your dream house and there's some foundation problems I've known about 9+ years ago, and I make you aware of it even though it's gonna crush what we've been looking for 9 months. And I'm gonna tell you because I want you to feel confident that I have your best interest at heart, and I'm not gonna sweep it under the rug. Jamie and I strive to make sure that we tell you everything that we know that's in our knowledge of each home, and we wanna make sure that you are fully protected. I don't feel like other agents always do this, and they may need that paycheck so bad that they just kind of leave it. And I'm not saying every agent does that stuff, by all means, no. Most agents are honest and have a lot of integrity, but there are few that ruin it for all of us by doing things like that. And I just wanna make clear that that's not the way to be. Yes, so I like to make sure that we customize what people need, and their experience for buying and selling is ideally what they would prefer. For example, we have a lot of ranchers around here, and most don't even have an email. And nowadays, when everything is digital, all our contracts and initials throughout the whole process, that can make it a little bit difficult. But don't worry, because I will get in my Jeep and I will go out there and we will have face-to-face meetings and we will sign everything in person. So that is an example. Or sometimes people only prefer phone calls. Maybe they are just absolutely against cell phones and textings. Maybe they are just absolutely against texting and email. I have a few of them like that right now. It's calls only, in person only, and I am happy to oblige with what they prefer. Then again, that's the communication. I wanna make sure our communication is top notch. So follow through is probably one of my very biggest qualities. I have very good follow through and attention to detail. And then I have backup. Jamie is always very attentive to detail and has an insane memory. So the two of us are always gonna make sure everything is perfect on your contracts, and we're gonna make sure everything is taken care of in a timely manner and nothing's forgotten. Sometimes in different transactions, you'll have little details that can be big deals in the end. So it's very good that you have all of that and two sets of eyes on everything. So that's super helpful. When somebody is new and they come to me and they're like, I want to purchase a house, I'm asking them what their loan type is. That loan type is going to tell me if they're eligible for different types of houses. When you have a newer agent, they may not know that. They may get you under contract and something's a non-original location manufactured home and you can't buy it. So it's very important to have a real estate agent that knows what a good variety of the loan types are and what's eligible for what homes. That way you're not stuck in a messy situation and maybe miss out on a house that you could have had but didn't. A lot of different things. So it's good to have that knowledge. So I want to hear from you in the comments, message me, email me, anything, but I want to hear from you on what your experience has been with realtors. Has it been good? Has it been bad? How did you choose one? I know in the last few years, so many people have relocated to different areas of the country, and that means maybe just picking one from online references. I wanna know what your experience was and if there's anything that you would redo on it. What was good? What was bad? Give me all the deets in the comments below. And if you haven't already, remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Oh, I wanna say that. So in order to do that, you gotta be pretty available, which means not part-time and working on weekends and nights. So that doesn't fit most people's work-life balance. Really good agents don't have a work-life balance. They're happy like that. Cause I'm like double full-time. Yeah, like all the time full-time. Text me at 7 p.m. on a Sunday, I'm gonna answer.